Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Thursday. Okay, it is Baby Friday. Okay, today is Thursday, February the 19th. Okay, and also the time right now is 10:02 a.m. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see what you might need to know. This video I will be using a lot of past life messages where you guys could be, thinking about, where you could have been in your past life. Okay, even when it comes to dreams and also working your light as well. That's what the message is going to be about. And I'm also going to name this maybe something to do with Pisces season, because this is talking about past life, dreams, intuition, and all that stuff. So it's not going to be just a post dedicated to just Pisces season, but maybe what you guys could be feeling during this Pisces season at this time, okay? And today being the first day, why not, do a reading that talks about, what you guys could be feeling that is in the unseen, okay? So let's jump into it. When it comes to past life, let's see what messages you guys might need to know, okay? So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time when it comes to past life energy? What messages do you have at this time when it comes to their past life? Or what clarity can you give them when it comes to them and what they were doing in their past life? And how this could be connected to them at this time right now? Okay, so Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective when it comes to their past life? What do they need to know at this time? Oh, thank you. So this is confirmation, okay? Some of you guys in your past life, you guys were shamans, okay? Now, this may not be everybody, because again, this could be like culturally, okay? Not everybody may have the same, culture and, things like that, right? And the reason why I say that is because when I think of certain cultures, like for example, West Indian cultures, we use certain vibrancy and frequencies in music. So, when you listen to, for example, dancehall or reggae, right, there's a frequency in that. The music that you hear in that, there's a frequency in that, right? Same for people who listen to, dembow, right? Like, some Dominican music, right? That kind of stuff. Like, there's certain things that, when it comes to instruments, when it comes to, drums especially, and I don't think a lot of us realize how we are all connected in certain ways, because instruments is what connects us and brings us closer, right? Drums is a very significant symbolism, sorry, of of power, okay? It's almost like when you use a drum, you're using it to beat something, to beat, right, to make that vibration, that sound. It's that power, right? And I don't know if anyone feels the same way, but when I hear drums, right, I feel like it activates my root chakra. Like, there's something about my root chakra that gets activated. And even when I hear like, for example, when I hear natives, when they do drumming, right, and especially they do the, the ceremonies and things like that, there's a lot of cultures that I see that, they do certain ceremonies, and it's almost like I can feel it in my bones. Like, I can feel it, like I was there, with them. And that's the feeling that some of you guys could feel. It's like you being a shaman, you're able to heal, you're able to feel, okay, even as simple as something as like plants, okay? Some of you guys have healing hands, you guys have healing work, okay? And that could be something that you guys need to learn to trust, okay? With the number 12 card, this could be very significant. This is on, 1212, but for some of you guys, this is about, growth, okay? Learning patience. This is about masculine, feminine energy. So some of you guys, because you guys have this like balance about you, you can utilize your masculine and you can utilize your feminine, but no matter how you show up, it shows up very balanced. So even when it comes to you taking action and having certain drives about you, even if you are feminine or not, or masculine too, right? Remember that there's no gender when it comes to the energy. So it's, for example, like you can be a feminine, okay, but you can take action just like any masculine would, okay, and so on and so forth. So there's something about you guys when it comes to you guys being healers, okay? Some of you guys could be into healing work. 1 and 2 equals 3. So again, this is about maybe creativity. Some of you guys could, express yourself or heal other people through your art, your communication, okay? But, whatever resonates with you, right? Another thing too, where you guys could have other people in your energy who feel like, maybe you have a lot of things going on for yourself. Like, when someone feels like they're doing too much, some of you guys may have felt like you guys were doing too much because you guys are multidimensional. Like, you guys can't just do one thing, and nothing is wrong with that. You guys are talented enough that you guys can tap into many different things, and that's Pisces energy. Pisces is the chameleon, okay? And I say that with a lot of respect, because if you can go into a workplace or if you can go into an environment and just blend right in, okay, that means you guys have that type of energy about you no matter where you go, okay? But some of you guys are stepping more into healing work, okay? You guys are healing either yourself, other people, okay? Even when it comes to you being very creative to your problem solving is very significant, okay? And maybe people may like that or miss that about you. Sometimes, people don't realize what kind of gifts, whatever gifts and skills and talents you have until they either boot you out the situation or, you leave the situation. But a lot of people do not realize how much the chosen and the collective has when it comes to being shamans and having healing energy. Okay, so again, take what resonates with that. And that's the thing. Some of you guys in your past life, again, could have been healers, and you guys are remembering, who you are. Yeah. So Archangel Michael, this is about strength, courage, and letting go, right? So some of you guys are letting go so that you can ascend what no longer serves you. This is about completion. This is about, stepping into light work, okay? Like, again, you guys are healers. So there's something that you guys are stepping into when it comes to your strength. Okay, we have the number 27. This is about passion. Okay, some of you guys are, connecting with other people when it comes to spirit connections. Okay, the number 27 is very significant. Maybe someone's born on the 27th. Maybe the ending of this month is very significant. Okay, but again, 9 is very significant here as well. Okay, so some of you guys could be seeing angel number 999. Okay, so some of you guys, this is about leadership and success. Okay, this is about discipline. This is about also cause and effect. So even when it comes to your energy, there's some type of cause and effect, when it comes to like endings leading to transformations. Okay, and again, when it comes to letting go so that you can move forward. Okay, so some of you guys could be very selflessness and aware. Okay, and that is where, for some of you guys, some of you guys could have felt like there was something missing, right? So with the number 18, 10:10 on the clock right now, especially yesterday was the 18th, something could have felt like it was missing. Okay, so this could be you or someone else in your energy, especially if this is past life energy. This could be intimacy or fertility issues, okay? So if this is a past life energy, there's something about in your past, maybe there was intimacy issues, or if it is fertility issues, there's something that could have happened in your past life that now in this lifetime, you guys are moving forward, right? 18 also talks about material and spiritual alignment. So if something was missing, that could have been it, right? Again, 1 and 8 equals 9 again. So something that could have been missing, you guys are now stepping in confidence with that. This is like intimacy, meaning like this could be for some of you guys, this could be even like learning to be close with other people and not feeling like you being close to other people is weird. Like, when people don't like showing people love or saying, I love you, or, I appreciate you, friend, or, you're always there for me, friend, and, encouraging words and things like that. You could be someone like that, and you could feel like there's something missing in your life. Okay, but again, this is past life energies right now, right? So again, you guys could be working on things like that, even if it's fertility issues. Maybe something to do with kids. Maybe in your past life you weren't able to have kids, okay? And in this lifetime you have a lot of kids, okay? And so that could be confirmation for some of you guys as well. Yeah, something is missing. And then we have life between lives, okay? Energetic realm at the bottom. This here, okay, this says abandonment, okay, feelings of unworthiness and rejection. So for some of you guys, when it comes to past life energy, it's something that's missing, okay? Again, I said it was either in, fertility or intimacy. For some of you guys, when it comes to intimacy, some of you guys could have felt abandoned, okay, when it comes to your stability, your structure and foundation and what you were trying to build. This is past life energy. You guys could have been by yourself as a kid a lot, okay, in a past life or even in the past, okay? For some of you guys, people could have made you feel unworthy, or, you know, people could have rejected you, right? And you know, you stepping into this energy of stepping into being alone, hermit energy, okay, that could be very significant. Even fertility issues. I don't know why I'm getting the energy too where somebody could have, you know, like if you have fertility issues and you know, say you weren't able to have kids, or there's something about, you know, not being able to have a child or conceive, right? So even if you were to do like you know, I think it's like what is it called? Something to do with like having a surrogate, maybe, right? Yeah, something to do with having a surrogate, or, you know, going to the doctor and, you know, getting it done professionally in that sense. But there's something about being abandoned. Like, say you never had a child, you could have people abandoning you because you don't have kids, okay? Which is very interesting and so weird at the same time. It's almost like because you don't have kids, or you can't have kids, or, you know, people don't know what you're going through in your personal life, but there's this assumption that there's somebody in the energy where, say you weren't able to have kids or you couldn't have kids, okay? People are making you feel like an outcast because you don't have children, okay? That is so weird, right? Everybody's entitled to their own opinions and their own, you know, way of doing certain things in life. Just like how some people want to get married, not everybody wants to get married. Like, allow people to, you know, enjoy their lives and do what makes them happy, right? So again, you could be doing what makes you happy, but for some of you guys, you being unique, you being maybe an alien, okay, you being out of the ordinary, okay, not maybe normal, okay, to societal norms, is maybe something that made you feel abandoned, or people made you feel like you were abandoned. And now you guys are stepping into your personal power, okay? So forget all those people, okay, that try to make you feel that you are not, you know, who you say you know, you are, right? Your personal power is about you stepping in, you know, taking in strength and determination, okay? The number 7 is very significant. You guys have a lot of power when it comes to your gifts and your inner knowing. You guys have the clarity that you always get from spirit, and trusting in, you know, the answers that you guys are getting from the universe. Okay, so that could be confirmation for some of you guys too. It's almost like even as a child, you guys were gifted, and, you know, you guys could have people who try to repress your intuition, and that was also connected to my first reading. Okay, guys, that was connected to my first reading. And my first reading that I did, maybe this might resonate for somebody. Obviously, when I post that reading, you guys might see it, but check out my first reading, which was the Tarot and Oracle messages for today. There's something about determination, and that card also came out when I used my Prism Oracle deck. It said something about determination and you guys being determined. Okay, so again, if this is past life energy, whether this was when you were young or in another lifetime, there's something about you guys breaking cycles and illusions, because if you were gifted as a child, you literally could have had people who like repressed your intuition, or tried to repress your intuition because they were scared of what you knew and how you knew. But then your whole family could be witches, okay? And when I say witches, I mean they could be intuitive. Like, they could have certain skills and gifts that they would use. Like, this is either dreams or visions or whatever the case is. Okay, and then they may have made you feel like, no, you're not supposed to use your gifts, because maybe they were shunned in their past life for using their gifts, but you are showing up as someone like, I don't care if people don't like me because of my gifts and my skills or my talents and things like that, right? I'm still going to come and move forward. I'm still going to have power and strength. I'm still going to be determined, right? So it's almost like the phoenix energy. No matter what lifetime you guys are in, you always rise above through the ashes. Okay, so take what resonates with that. This is another dream oracle deck. This is like a shaman's dream. And funny, it's funny how I didn't even know this card was going to come out, and look at the deck that I'm using for today. confirmation. Okay, this is extra confirmation for you guys when it comes to you guys being shamans, when it comes to you guys listening to your intuition and, you know, following your gifts. Confirmation with the horn just now as well. So Spirit, what other messages do you have at this time for the collective? Oh my gosh, there's a hair tickling my neck. That was so random. I was trying so hard not to move, but oh my goodness. Yeah, so Spirit, what messages do you have? What else do you have for the collective at this time when it comes to February 19th? What else do they need to know when it comes to their dreams and intuition? Woo child. You guys saw that, okay? This is the card that I saw fly out. Okay. Child, okay. I'm not gonna even pause the video. Okay, hold on. There's another card that fell on the floor. I will take that card, okay? But we also have Protecting the Future at the bottom of the deck. And also we have First Breath, which is also Beginner's Mind. So 1221 could resonate for some of you guys. You guys could be seeing this angel number, whether it is 1212 or 2121 or 1221. That's confirmation as well. Let me go get the card. I'm not gonna pause the video. Okay, so Horseman, this is the card that fell on the floor. Sorry, guys. Horseman, okay, this is a herald of change, okay? You guys are bringing in change, okay? So, again, horses talk about taking action, right? Now, a lot of people think that, you know, I get that the year of the horse, I know some people were saying that year of the horse doesn't mean that, you know, you're trailblazing. And I don't know. For me personally, I feel like this is a preparation. Like it's you guys still taking action, but in a grounded way. Okay. So obviously it's not you guys being impulsive and things of that matter. There's something about being grounded. Okay. When it comes to you guys, you know, being able to make changes, but in little steps, right? So 30 with the number 3, this is about, you know, how you express yourself, being very optimistic, okay, bringing in joy in certain places that you go to. And also when it comes to, you know, communication, you guys could be very good at communicating with other people. Okay, so take what resonates with that. Okay, we also have here Straddling Worlds. This is the one that came out first, right? So Straddling Worlds could be very significant. Okay, I have to close my window because they're I think they're cleaning up some snow outside. But yeah, there's something about straddling worlds and also wandering between realms, right? So for some of you guys, because you're able to straddle between both realms within the 5D and the 3D, there's something about you guys being able to bring a lot of change into people's lives without realizing it, okay? So again, this is about you being able to be basically having duality, okay, with the number 7 here. This is about spirituality as well. So take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation. But also that is clarity for somebody who was wondering, like, if it comes to like down to your dreams, there's something about paying attention to your dreams, right? And your visions and not ignoring that, because that is where you get all your answers. Okay, so let's see what else shows up. Yeah, so there's something about change. Now, for some of you guys, a regret could be very significant. This may not be your energy either, but there is something about regret, okay, when it comes to the energy. Now, for some of you guys, when it comes to being in regret, this could be your energy too, or other people. There's something about Pisces energy where you can feel other people's energies, and you can feel when someone is in regret, or, you know, this could be regret that you never did what you were supposed to do. Okay, for some of you guys, this could be about following your intuition. That could be significant too, like that regret not following your intuition, not listening to your higher self. Okay, but even when it comes to regret, you know, there could be people that regret how they treated you. But for some of you guys are in this energy where it's not that you don't care, but you guys have moved on. and it's almost like you do not want to be pulled back into that energy. Okay, even when it comes to the moon, right? Like the feeling of you being able to feel other people's energies is very significant. We have record. Okay, so there's something about documentations that are very significant. Okay, freedom is very significant, and also timing. Okay, especially when it comes to your purpose. So there's something about divine timing when it comes to your purpose, and also closure. So again, you guys could have closed out a cycle. When it comes to dealing with other people, like I said, this is about, you know, maybe people feeling regret how they treated you because you guys are moving forward in your power. And even when it comes to not listening to your own intuition, okay, could be very significant. And again, now you guys could be listening to it at this point, but that doesn't mean that you guys stop, you know, moving forward to what fulfills you, which is Venus energy, what makes you, you know, happy or gives you pleasure and love, right? So take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation for some of you guys. Oh, child. Cards be flying. We have accept at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so it says, may you receive what, you know, what is as it comes. Okay, like I said, it is what it is. Like you guys have accepted and you guys have moved on, right? So let's see what comes up. So yeah, this card says you guys are enough, right? It says, may you be exactly as you are. Okay, so for some of you guys with the abandonment card, you know, some of you guys could be on your own little island, or there's something about, you know, having an island, right? But you guys being in your own little world is very significant, and that's what you guys could feel protected. Okay, but being alone in your own solitude, people may have felt like, you know, that was going to push you into insanity or something, right? But all that did was make you stronger. All that did was make you, you know, fight harder. You know, it made you learn to do things on your own without having to need anyone's help. And I think that's why a lot of people could be liking to help you, because you're somebody who doesn't ask for help. You do not beg anybody for help. You always show up in this energy of, you know what, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it with with the, you know, resources I have, and I'm going to try with, you know, the best of my abilities, right? Being very optimistic. Even when people were trying to stop your blessings, stop your money, take from you, use you because, you know, you're very kind, maybe, whatever that energy may be for some of you guys, because all of us have different reasons, you know, why we are in the situation we're in right now, right? And some of it is out of our control, okay? So again, there's something about, you know, someone's actions, you know, there's something about cause and effect. And for some of you guys that deal with cause and effect, it's almost like you guys could be in situations where people always put you in places that you don't want to be in. Okay, like you don't want to be in that situation, but it's almost like you have to show up and show people, look, you know, just because you tolerate certain things doesn't mean I'm going to tolerate it anymore. And that's another thing that you guys are moving away from. So you are enough. You guys are moving with ease. Okay, whatever this thing that you guys are doing, you're moving with ease. Okay, another island here. So again, moving with ease, being alone, accepting the fact that it is okay to be alone and there's nothing wrong with you. If people want to gaslight you or make you feel bad about yourself because you actually enjoy your own solitude, and it's almost like, what do you do when you're alone? I don't know, maybe some of you guys dance. Okay, I'm one of those people. Okay, when I'm home alone and I'm by myself, I'm dancing, I'm singing, okay? I'm causing a whole bunch of noise and ruckus, okay? Like, I may sound calm right now in the video, but you guys don't know my Aries moon, child. My Aries moon be, ooh, child, I gotta, sometimes it's embarrassing, like the way that I just show up. Okay, with no shame, no care, and the things that I say. Okay, so again, some of you guys could be impulsive like that, or there's something about, you know, when you're alone, you're your authentic self, you're your true self. And, you know, not everyone deserves to see that part of you guys, okay? But you guys are moving in your energy. When it comes to your journey, you guys are moving with ease. You guys are seeking, you know, new adventures. You guys are moving forward, okay? Being near water could be very significant, especially with, you know, being in Pisces season, okay? And look at the fish. Depth. Okay, some of you guys have a lot of depth, right? You guys can go within. You guys can go deep when it comes to conversations, and, you know, when it comes to intimacy, that's also significant. It's like, you know, something is missing, and that could be for some of you guys being around someone who's very intimate in a sense of, You can sit down for hours and talk to this person about anything, okay? Not what celebrities are doing, not what the elites are doing, none of that nonsense, right? Some of you guys can sit down and talk about childhood trauma, and it's not because you guys are bonding. It's actually talking about certain things and understanding why we are the way we are. Some people don't even want to talk about those things, right? It's all surface level. Okay, some people don't want to talk about why they do the things that they do. It's all surface level. It's like, so how are you? How's the weather? That kind of conversation, which is so mundane. And some of you guys hate that. Okay, so what is it about you guys needing to work your light now? Okay, so if this was like past energy, okay, what is it that you guys could be needing to do now? Okay, so Spirit, what does the collective need to do now when it comes to them working their light? How can they work their light at this time, please? Give them clarity about how they can work their light at this time, please. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Okay. Listen, birthing a new age. Okay. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into beginning. Yes. Okay. Manifestations, guys. I love that energy for you guys. This is the new energy that you guys are stepping into. Okay. Yes, you guys are in this playful energy, okay? Have fun. Celebrate. Don't be so serious, okay? So yeah, you guys are in this playful energy, celebrating more, okay? Not being too serious is very significant, okay? And then we also have boundaries, okay? So yeah, some of you guys are having boundaries at this time, okay? Now, this could be either asking the collective, where do you need to establish better boundaries? But then this is also saying to the collective, you know, if you guys have been upping your boundaries, Spirit is proud of you for, you know, having boundaries and protecting yourself and protecting your energy. Okay, so take what resonates with that too. Let me see if I can get one more. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, the priestess, okay? Yeah, so there's something about you guys having boundaries at this time because you are the priestess. Like, there's something about you needing to protect yourself because you're just so precious, okay? It doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine. You're just precious. You're like a little egg, okay? You know, when you have a little egg, you ever see, like, animals with eggs, like dogs or cats with eggs? Well, maybe dogs. I don't know about cats, but maybe dogs, right? You ever see a dog with an egg? And how careful it is and how gentle it is? That's you. You guys are like a little egg. Okay, so you guys, you need to protect yourself. Okay, you need to protect yourself. Some of you guys, you know, maybe you guys don't have, for example, when it comes to speaking up and being very, you know, oomph, right? Having that energy about that power, you know, there's something about some of you guys, you know, learning to speak up more for yourself and being comfortable with making other people feel uncomfortable, especially if they try to make you uncomfortable too. And I don't mean this in a bad way, but, you know, if you were speaking some type of truth, like, for example, you know, someone could have been bullying you, for example, and you say to yourself, you know, or that person, I don't like you bullying me. I don't appreciate you doing that. Or you move away from that energy and they ask you, why, you know, haven't you spoken to me? It's like, because you're a bully, right? You could have people in your energy that are like that. Damn, child, the wind. The wind is winding. Okay, sorry if you guys can hear that. Like right beside the window. But there's something about change as well when it comes to priestess energy. Okay, even with the sound of the wind outside, it's giving confirmation to where, you know, you guys are going with the flow. Okay, just like the wind blows, you blow too. You blow wherever the wind goes. Okay, and that is you following your intuition, not staying stagnant. Okay, listening to your gut and moving forward. So priestess energy is very significant for some of you guys. And also sharing your voice, okay, coming out of the cave, okay, expression, okay. So yeah, pyramids are very significant, but I am going to end it here, okay, guys? But please take what resonates with you guys. And I'm very proud of you guys when it comes to you guys, you know, stepping into your power, stepping into your calling. Even if you don't know me and, you know, you're like, what are you proud of me for? Be proud of yourself, okay? Be proud of yourself. But it's just that energy of, you know, you showing up, you showing out and being able to do, you know, what makes you happy and not allowing anybody anymore to stop you from your goals and your dreams because of, you know, their own issues, right? You guys are moving forward. You guys are sharing your voice. You guys are protecting your future, okay? And meaning protecting your future means protecting everybody's future, especially if all of us are, you know, doing the inner work and things like that. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. Please take what resonates with you guys whenever you see this video. And again, thank you for the love and the support that you guys have been sharing and giving to me as always. Okay, I appreciate you guys and I love you guys so much. And again, you can follow me on TikTok and YouTube. And my website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. Obviously, after I do all these readings and I post, I'm going to post the blog post that I promised for Pisces season. Okay. But yeah, you guys protect yourself, continue to protect yourself and your energy, continue to shine your light where, you know, it's needed, okay? And know that you guys are more than enough. Know that you guys are loved by the universe, okay, and higher source. And, you know, having more faith in yourself is what's going to allow your blessings to be, you know, abundant for you. All right, guys, I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.